Well, I came home the other night, just drunk as I could be. Found a hat on my hat rack where my hat ought to be. Now come, my little wifey, explain yourself to me. How come that hat on my hat rack where my hat ought to be? Well, you blind fool, you drunken fool, can't you never see? That's just a milk pail my granny gave to me. Well, I've traveled this wide world over 100 miles or more, but a sweatband in a milk pail I never did see before. Well, I came home the other night, just drunk as I could be. Found a coat on my coat rack where my coat ought to be. Now come, my little wifey, explain yourself to me. How come that coat on my coat rack where my coat ought to be? Well, you blind fool, you drunken fool, can't you never see? That's just a blanket my granny gave to me. Well, I've traveled this wide world over 100 miles or more, but pockets in a blanket I never did see before. Well, I came home the other night, just drunk as I could be. Found a head on my pillow where my head ought to be. Come, my little wifey, explain yourself to me. How come that head on my pillow where my head ought to be? Well, you blind fool, you drunken fool, can't you never see? That's just a cabbage head my granny gave to me. Well, I've traveled this wide world over 100 miles or more, but whiskers on a cabbage head I never did see before. Well, I came home the other night, just drunk as I could be. Found a horse in my horse stall where my horse ought to be. Come, my little wifey, explain yourself to me. How come that horse in my horse stall where my horse ought to be? Well, you blind fool, you drunken fool, can't you never see? That's just a milk cow my granny gave to me. Well, I've traveled this wide world over 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a milk cow I never did see before. Well, I came home the other night, just drunk as I could be. Found some boots under my bed where my boots ought to be. Now come, my little wifey, explain yourself to me. How come them boots under my bed where my boots ought to be? Well, you blind fool, you drunken fool, can't you never see? That's just a bedpan my granny gave to me. Well, I've traveled this wide world over 100 miles or more, but spurs on a bedpan I never did see before. Well, I came home the other night, drunk as I could be. Found some things in my room, the sum of 1, 2, 3. How now come, my little wifey, explain yourself to me. How come them things in my room, the sum of 1, 2, 3? Well, you blind fool, you drunken fool, can't you never see? That's just my sister that came to visit me. Well, I've traveled this wide world over 100 miles or more, but ridges on your sisters I never did see before.